It was a hard process to begin with because he was used to being at home with me all the time, just one-on-one with me. And I was struggling a lot with him. I didn't know where to go with it because he was not developing the way he needed to develop. The FDS at the center had noticed that he wasn't speaking, he wasn't doing a lot of things when I was bringing my 7-year-old child to the program. And she said, you know, my son had a speech delay. Do you think your son might have a speech delay? I didn't know where to begin with when it came to him in daycare or childcare or anything along that line. I was worried about, he is my baby, so I was worried about, you know, if he was going to get the proper care, if they would understand him, if they would meet his needs. I take him to his regular doctor appointments and all of that, and they never brought up anything about him having a speech delay or a developmental delay. So if it really weren't for that FDS at the center, I wouldn't even have known where to start. All of my children have been very different. My oldest child is 13. When she went through the program, she was very shy and she really came out of her shell. My name is Diane Gaston Grant. I'm a former Head Start parent at this point, but I've had 3 children go through the program. My last child was a special needs child. His name is Jaden. He has a speech and a developmental delay. I was very scared to begin with when it just came to everything with my son, with him having special needs, and it was so reassuring. They went well beyond meeting his needs and helping him develop. The FDS started out the process for me by referring me to the appropriate people that I needed to have him tested. And that's before he even started school at Head Start, that she referred me to have him tested. Once he was tested and got his IEP, the teacher 1 and the teacher 2 worked closely with me on a weekly basis, on a daily basis.
I often think of the African proverb that says, "It takes a village to raise a child." My name is Darlene Johnson. I'm lead teacher at the St. John's Head Start Center. The goal is the child. What is in the best interest of the child? What helps this child to grow? What helps this child to develop? What helps this child to be his or her best self?
A speech therapist came and sat with him on a daily and a weekly basis and helped him develop language that he did not have.
If you believe in education, you've got to start at the beginning so that those foundations are there and those brains are really curious and ready to learn so that they can do those higher level things that you need them to do down the road. My name's Chris Myers. I'm the Smart Beginnings Program Director here in the Greater Roanoke area. Being in a high quality environment like Head Start really gives them the chance to be interacted with well with teachers.
It started with something simple like sign language and getting him to gesture with his hands so his needs could be met. He went from knowing, you know, very few words to whole sentences at this point. He went from the 3-year-old classroom and he moved up to the 4-year-old classroom. And then I was worried about the transition and being something new for him. But the teacher 1 and the teacher 2, they helped him completely again. And they provided speech therapy and extra time with the teachers and everything that was needed to get him to the point where he needed to be, which was ready to go to kindergarten and ready to be in a regular classroom. He's not in a special ed classroom.
A lot of people think about school starting in kindergarten and they don't realize there's this 5 years of tremendous brain growth that really can lay that healthy foundation for success down the road.
But all of it was set up because the FDS helped me to begin with at Head Start.
What we do is foundational. It will impact that child's life and the lives that that child impacts for generations to come.
They've helped me so much, you know. Before, you know, I was shy myself. I wasn't even able to, you know, speak up myself, much less for my child. And, you know, just by being on the Parent Policy Council and all of the organizations and advisory committees, you know, it's given me a voice so I can help speak for my child.